97.3, 107.9 The Rock, KEBF Morro Bay, KZSR Paso Robles, streaming at therockcommunityradio.org. We're halfway through the Reverb Rendezvous every first and third Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. right here on The Rock. And our special guests have arrived. We are going to get some info from them shortly. Let me just tell you what I played there. I'm a little disorganized here. That was actually The Gallows with Bikini Drag, their version of that. Also played The Ghastly Ones with Holland Hearst. Supertones with their song Slippin' and Sloppin'. And then some Untamed Youth. Lightin' and Louie. Shadowy Met on a Shadowy Planet. Having an Average Weekend. Man, I did a lot of songs in that block. The Bricks with The Brick. Tremolo Beer Gut. 9 Times the Pain. And then I'm way back with Glee Stereo. With Chentwitchia. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. So, we've got some special guests here from Morro Bay High School. The Morro Bay High School girls water polo team. I've got, half the team here? Maybe a third? Something like that. And we're going to try to use these mics here, which I haven't used in a while, but it's really happy to have them here after such a great season, and we're going to hear a little bit about that. What better show to have them on than the Reverb Rendezvous, where we're playing surf music. We're here in Morro Bay. It's a beautiful day. The surf is good. And, if you're not in the water surfing, the best place to be is in the water playing water polo, right? So I'm going to have the girls introduce themselves, and then we'll hear a little bit about their journey through water polo and where it's taken them. So let's go ahead and we'll start on my right here.
My name is Aaliyah Paul, and I'm a junior.
My name's Pomona Geaver, and I'm a freshman.
All right.
My name's Willow Andriano, and I'm also a freshman. I'm Noah Paul, and I'm a junior. All right, and I'm Coach Macy. I'm their weightlifting coach for track and field and girls water polo.
All right. Well, thanks again for joining us. We've got some juniors. Do we have any seniors? I didn't catch. These are all not upcoming. I mean, this is what a good story already to hear that it's a young team. Next year is even going to be better. So tell me a little bit about how you got started in water polo.
I started watching all my older friends play, and when I got to high school, it seemed really fun, and I started my freshman year, and I've been doing it ever since.
And, Morro Bay hasn't always had a swimming pool, so that was probably a key thing that has really improved the ability to form this team, I'm sure. So, and where are you from? Osos or Morro Bay? Or
Morro Bay.
Okay.
Morro Bay also.
Right on. And how did you get into water polo?
Mostly my friends recruited me. I did what my friends were doing, and it was fun, so stuck around.
Awesome.
After watching my cousins play, they kind of start their freshman year at Morro Bay also, then my parents got me in club in about 5th grade, and then I've just been doing it ever since.
If you could lean a little more to the mic there.
Yes,
yeah,
sorry.
Thank you. Oh, right on. And what about you? Is it Gianna?
My parents encouraged me to play in 8th grade, so then I started at the rec team, and then just kind of moved up from there into high school.
Well, and your dad is quite a fish in the water himself, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not in the water right now. Although it is a little blown out, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, it's blown out.
Yeah, it was good this morning.
It was good this morning, but
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good tomorrow, actually.
Don't tell everybody.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, and then
And Macy, how many years have you been coaching?
this has been my second.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what got you into water polo?
Well, my boyfriend is the head coach.
Okay.
And he's extremely passionate about it. Some would even say obsessed with it, in the best way possible. I, on the other hand, are really passionate just about teenage sports, the youth being active, healthy,
involved in the community. And for me, myself, I was a collegiate athlete. I got recruited to 3 different colleges, and I've seen where it can take you if you choose to do that. And, you know, it's a special time. You can't do it all the time, so why not take advantage and see how far you can go.
Great. No, thanks for telling me a little bit about yourselves. And tell me about the season. I forgot your name already. I'm sorry.
I'm Willow.
Willow, lay it down for me. So, did you always know you guys were going to go and, like, off to CIF and all? Didn't you win CIF, the regionals, and went on to state?
Yes, our varsity team did. Our varsity team did win CIF in Division II, so that's like a crazy achievement. Congratulations, you guys.
That's awesome.
I was on the JV team this year, but our varsity team won. I think, you guys can help fact check me on this, but I think the first CIF division in ever, which is actually insane. So, yeah, even that alone, and then getting like pretty far in state too, is huge, incredible.
No, that's especially from our little town here. You know, there's some really well-established water polo programs out there, I'm sure, and for our little town of Morro Bay to make it that far, what a huge accomplishment. What was it like for you to be playing at that level, you know, with these teams that have been playing probably club growing up?
Well, I don't think any of us really expected to go as far as we did, but like even for like towards the end of the season we had a little bit of a slump, and then once we started like league and going into CIF, we started winning, and we saw, well, maybe, and we were beating bigger schools, and we thought that maybe like we have a chance against these bigger schools. It doesn't really matter how small we were. And then once we got to CIF championship, we were like, well, this is it. Like, we got this. And then it was just up from there.
That's great. So a lot of confidence, a lot of just, you know, leaning on your team members, and that's a great story. And so next year, I mean, you've got the bar set, you know, obviously there's a lot of work to get there, and this trip to Greece is part of that. So I think the team went somewhere last year as well. Did anyone go last year? Oh, can you tell me about last year's trip?
My freshman year, or that freshman summer, we went to Italy with the old varsity team, and we got to play against the local Italian teams.
Oh, wow.
And just kind of hang out in Italy.
That's pretty cool. And so now you're going to be going to Greece and doing something similar. So it's not all polo all the time. There's going to be a little bit of time to do other things, I assume.
Yeah.
So are you excited for going to Greece?
Yeah, I'm super excited.
So tell me a little bit about the trip. What do people, what should they know about what you're going to be doing?
Well, we're headed over there. We're going to be training, and we're going to be getting better. You know, Greece is known for their water polo, so I'm excited to learn new skills and see how they play. And it's really exciting to be traveling while like learning and expanding on a sport. So it's a cool experience for us to be able to go on this trip.
That's awesome. And I'm looking for the dates here. Is it in July?
Yeah, last week of July.
Last week of July, flying from SLO, or are you going down to LA, or were you?
We're going to have to go down to LA.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit expensive, especially if you with all this money. They got a lot of money to raise, which is where you folks come in, listeners. So we're going to hopefully hear a little bit about what the financial needs are and how you can help. So why doesn't Macy, could you fill in some of the details for folks?
Absolutely. So what this Greece trip is it's going to be a group. It's going to be 15 teenage girls from our local high school water polo team. What we need from you guys is volunteer opportunities. Let the girls get active. Let's get them in the community, meet them, see them. Not only is this supposed to benefit them as athletes, but it's also community members. For us, you know, going abroad and international, it's going to be exposure. It's planting the seed and feeding their curiosity. It's telling them not only can they do this here, they can do it anywhere. And so by participating, donating, all of this, it gives us opportunity to continue to have these young individuals continue on and develop and grow, just to be, the incredible people they are, and then some, and just give back.
Yeah, for sure. And Greece, like you said, that they're big in water polo, and I was just actually in Greece last summer, and it's a phenomenal country. Athens, so much history. You guys will get to see some of that, I'm sure. And the food is amazing. You can walk all over Athens, the downtown, where the Parthenon is, and there's just restaurants, and what a great experience. So you have a GoFundMe site set up, I see here. Do you know the extension on it, or can they just go in and search for it on the GoFundMe?
You can search for it. It's also going to be posted in some local Morro Bay businesses. You can scan the QR code. If you want to avoid doing GoFundMe, you can also look up our Venmo, so it'd be Morro Bay Aquatics.
Okay. Venmo is always a good way for folks to give. And then finally, looking forward to next season. How's it looking? This is a brand new program, and I'm sure that this, how far you went this year really gained momentum for the community and middle schoolers and others who are coming up. How's it looking for your next class and the next season?
It's looking pretty good. I've talked to a few of my friends from last year from Loams, and I have noticed for sure that we do have quite a few girls that have seen our varsity team and how far they got last year in their season, this past year, and they are totally inspired to come try out for the team. So it's really exciting.
That's great.
Lots to look up to, and still space to move forward, and
Yeah.
For sure.
exciting.
And and then at some point getting down there and beating a Rio Grande, right? That's the ultimate goal. Atascadero is they're no problem there. I'm pointing towards Judd King, a good friend of mine. So he's his daughter's there at Atascadero. Great. Well, thank you for coming in and joining us, and so I could hear a little bit about your story, your journey. And once again, Morro Bay High School girls water polo team is going to Greece this summer. They're looking for help. Your help out there, listeners. Once again, what's the Venmo?
Venmo is Morro Bay Aquatics.
Morro Bay Aquatics. Give as much as you can. If 60 people gave $1,000, they'd meet their goal right now. So, so get, I know that there's lots of needs out there. Of course, our folks with struggling in LA, but certainly this is a great experience for our youth, for our water polo program at Morro Bay. And if you can support them, please do so. Morro Bay Aquatics. You can probably go to the high school webpage as well, and there's probably a link to the girls' water polo. I don't know. I'm looking. Maybe. Yeah. And GoFundMe, if you go in there, they always have funky web, extensions, but it's showing that it's GoFundMe.com on our journey to Greece for water polo. So if you look up that, I'm sure you'll find how you can support this great group of girls. So thanks again for joining us. It's great to hear from the water polo team, and hope for a good season next year. So thanks once again.
Thank you.
And this is 97.3, 107.9 The Rock. Once again, the girls water polo team going to Greece. We're going to get back into some music. I'm going to play, I find it fitting. I've got some Greek surf music, so I'm going to play some Ming Dynamite out of Thessaloniki, and this song is called